This is a monumental moment in bodybuilding. This is gonna be a show probably of the decade. I looked up to Chris a lot as an amateur bodybuilder. This is something everybody's wanted to see. He steps on an open stage for the first time. Watching this become the best bodybuilding's ever been is something I'm really proud to be a part of. The Open's a different game, and it'll be cool to see him compared to us. All right, Chris, come on, big dog. You're gonna beat me in Prague. You better fucking let's go.
Careful what you wish for.
YouTube, I'm back. I haven't seen you guys since the show day video. We got a lot going on. Got a lot of information to fill you in on. And we're training legs with the best bodybuilder in the world, Chris Bomsted. So, it'll be an awesome session. We're gonna do some quads. And like I said, fill you guys in on everything that's going on, what happened at the Olympia, what we got going on moving forward, and just getting advice from the champ. So today's gonna be an awesome day, and we're gonna take you along for the ride. Now we're both finally had about 2 weeks from the Olympia. Feel like we're both healed up, ready to go at it full force, and I have Prague to win. So I'm gonna train my ass off today. And I know Chris, he's very competitive, and we'll just be going at it. Definitely gonna get a hard and heavy training session here. It'll be a little different, you know. I gotta call in the replacements when Brett's gone. So who better than the best bodybuilder in the world in classic physique to come in, take Brett's spot, and make sure that I'm doing the best that I can, pushing myself as hard as I can, make sure we go get another W in Prague, and have some fun doing it. So like I said, learn some advice from Chris, pushing as hard as we can. I don't know how he's feeling coming out of the Olympia. We've trained a few times, and we've kind of gone about 80–90%, just letting our joints heal up and not really chasing those failure reps. Today, I'm gonna get back into that some, and we'll see kind of where he's at body-wise and stuff as well. The champ's gotta do what the champ's gotta do. Obviously, he knows what's best for his body. He's been doing this a long time and knows what he needs to do to make himself better. It'll be fun to get after it, have some fun in here. We're at home at Revive, which is always nice, and just train on the equipment we're used to training on. This is where Chris got his humble beginnings, if you will, other than up in Canada, of course. Has a lot of memories for Brett and I kicking ass and stuff, getting ready for the shows in Detroit and this whole year. So this has been an awesome year, and we're gonna cap things off with hopefully a big W over in Prague. Trying to get calves like you.
Like me.
Hey, look at this. How are you still tan, bro? Your company I'm sponsored by, you can literally mix anything. So
yeah.
Like, I did a huge scoop of peanut butter, a scoop of protein with like 8 ounces of water, and shook it, and you could like pour it through a strainer.
Yeah.
But we fucked up the video the first time, so they wanted it like right before the Olympia, because they're like, we want to promote you. And then we had the studio for like 45 more minutes, bro. And I was like dead. I was like, fuck you, bro. Like, if you make me shoot 1 more second of video, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Fuck out of here.
And then we got done with the video. He's like, you see this video when I like make the YouTube, like you're gonna be like, okay, it was worth it.
So worth it.
Even though you wanted to punch me in the face the whole time we did it.
Every bodybuilder. You're doing a photo shoot or something, you're like, the workout's over, get me the fuck out of here.
I'm only gonna look like this once or twice in my life.
Hopefully a couple more times for you.
Yeah, hopefully 20 or 30. The last time I did a leg workout and didn't do adductors at the beginning, I tweaked my adductor. Because I always do adductors first just to get some blood in there. Stabilize that knee a little bit.
A heavy fucking stack for an adductor machine. People who do back-to-back-to-back shows, like for bodybuilders, like it's impressive, because when you're in that 1 week, 2 week out, every workout sucks.
It's
and then
horrible.
You take the week off before and then a week off after. So you're really not really training for 4 weeks, and then you have to jump into another show.
That's how Tim Budeshire did that like run of like, I don't even know, like 8 shows, but they were like all like 2 weeks apart. Like you said, I was like, how did you get any hard sessions back in? Like build the volume back up into the muscle. Just now, like, he was asking, he was like, are you guys like going all out today? I'm like, this is probably like my 2nd or 3rd all out session where it will finally be like
proper.
All out, yeah, actually all out.
staying in a hotel or an Airbnb?
I think I'm gonna get an Airbnb. I've been looking at both, and like the Airbnbs aren't much more expensive.
I found they were cheaper, and then you get like an actual
everything.
kitchen.
And dude, some of them are insane. Like I don't know how many you've looked at, but like I was looking at some like the 2 and 3 bedroom apartments.
Yeah.
And they're dope. I was like,
there's like 6 or 7 of us coming. So I'm kind of fucked. They need a 6 bedroom.
Get like a real house.
There's only like 2 in Prague.
Yeah, you gotta like buy the one mansion that's there.
But and it's 30
yeah,
minutes
dude,
from the venue.
I mean, honestly,
Holy shit, yeah, I'm going down a bit.
You might be able to find 2 that are like right next to each other, like a duplex or something.
True, yeah.
Just look, but this is the only one I can gym pin it, but I can only put a 45 on this, and most I can put like 3.
I couldn't even max this out.
Dude, this when I first got here, because every adductor machine I've ever been on, I can usually max it out pretty easy.
Yeah.
So I first got here with Brett, and I was like, yeah, I can do the stack. And Brett was like, you sure, bro? And like, he helped me get it up, and then like, I was like, I got 1. And I was like, I think my adductors are gonna tear. Yeah, actually, let's go down a little bit. I'll work up to the stack. I'm gonna get there, but the stack on here feels like every other one with a plate, maybe 2 plates on it.
Like 3 plates. I told Courtney if I do this show, I promise I won't act like a bodybuilder. Now I'm like, all right, you need to go work out.
This show is for fun.
You need to leave the house. You need to go do this.
Yeah, yeah.
But now I'm like, fuck, this is a lot. There's no sitting down or relaxing ever, you know?
No.
But it's awesome. And she's so fucking cute now.
Your quads are pretty strong, right?
They're decent.
I mean, your squat was freaky strong, but was it glute or was it more quad?
It was glute quad, decent quads. Kind of lost a lot of my leg strength though.
You trained with Ian, so it's not like there's nothing that you were weak on.
Yeah.
You can't be weak.
Except bench press.
Well, yeah. But he's not weak on bench press. He can press more than all of us.
He's not. I said me.
Oh.
I was.
I think I would rather be like you though, have a big ass chest and not be strong at pressing.
A big chest and a weak back.
Than to be able to bench big and have a fucking small chest.
For sure.
Because that's definitely what I've always had. Like I've been able to do 405 since I was a sophomore in high school.
See, my like 1 rep max ever is like 405.
Really?
I've done 4, 10, and a 5 in college. I did that like 1.5 reps and failed on the 2nd rep.
So 425?
Yeah, whatever the fuck that is.
435, I guess.
And it just never got better.
That's funny. I was stuck at 405 for like 2 years. And then I got to college and I got 415, and then the same day I got 465 or something like that. Like 455, one of the two. It was just like, my mental block was like stuck at like anything over 4 plates is like, oh my God, heavy. Dude, your IT bands are so tight. What the fuck?
What do you mean?
Look at this, Jake, get this on video.
That?
Dude.
That's just my tendon.
That's insane. That's so tight. That's not supposed to be like that. I don't think it's supposed to be like that. Okay,
maybe you just have more muscle in between.
Maybe a little.
I just have no muscle
that's
there.
That's crazy, dude. Looks like your IT.
I also have a really high insertion on my
Yeah,
other
I think
quad,
that mine's the quad inserts lower, so you can't see that spot.
I've had some brutal constipated moments in peak week. There's nothing worse than when you just can't shit when you're in peak week.
Oh, bro, I will take 800 grams of magnesium if I need to. I will not. That is one thing that bothers me so bad, dude. That's fascinating to watch. You're very good at activating just your rec fin. Like, do you notice that in that? Like when I do extensions, like you can always see, like I flex my teardrop at the end. You like can almost turn off your sweep and your teardrop, and only your medial quad is like working.
Yeah.
That's impressive. You might be the only person I've ever seen be able to turn at least
like
your teardrop is like almost turned off, which is like nobody else does that.
But I wear short shorts, like I have no quads. It's just all up here.
All above. That's why I wear short shorts. Because I have this, it makes my leg look big. wanna squeeze here.
Do one more heavy. Come on, breathe. Breathe that, come on. Good shit.
Well, we'll do a leg press. We'll go into like some sort of squatting pattern, and then we can either do another press if you want, or another squatting pattern, whatever you want, whatever feels good for you.
So you do 3 or you do 2?
I mean, if you count squatting, it depends. So it's three movements.
3 compound movements.
Yeah, there you go. Just kind of, and we like kind of bounce. We use like the hip press, the arsenal, or the side bag, and then we like the pendulum or the hammer for a single leg.
Oh yeah.
Do the hip press.
Sure.
The best is gonna be you, me, and Sean standing on stage.
Which they will, one way or another they will.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Every once in a while in leg press, like I'll go down and it will like get stuck.
Really?
And then it'll pop. Brad will be like, oh, there was your ankle. And then I'm like, perfect. Like,
now I'm good.
Yep. It's like that air bubble in there, bro, feels like it's gonna explode my ankle. There it goes.
Stay there, I'm guessing?
Yeah, that feels pretty good. That was a solid 10, but that was about what I had. It's nice in this spot right here where you're like dry enough that like the contraction is like crazy, so you almost don't need the weight, you know? But every rep I can feel like every fiber of my sweep.
You can see it too.
Yeah.
The quad variations are just like...
I love this one, man. This is my favorite, like quad, 4 quads. I feel like it's the best press. And it gets a little bit of glute for me.
Yeah.
Which
right at the end,
I can't fucking get glute on most stuff for some reason. I suck at activating my glutes, so I really like to band it down.
Like back here?
Yeah, I take a band from here to here, and I love that. It makes the lockout like super hard.
Good.
Beautiful.
Come on, you're the perfect.
Yeah. One more. Come on. Finish strong here. Are you?
I am terrified.
Dude, okay, so this
I
is...
also have such long legs that it's like,
Yeah.
once they're out there, they're fucking out there.
So, it's so funny, bro. I've probably had 1 million comments over the years. Like, oh my God, locking your knees scares me so bad. I'm like, guys, I've been doing it for 20 years. Like, a healthy knee joint that's used to locking out is meant for that.
Yeah.
Honestly, the only time it's like sketchy is when I'm using weight that's too light. Like this, the lockout's slow and controlled.
Yeah.
It's like when there's
If you
3
launch
plates
it-
on there and like, yeah, that's when you're gonna hyperextend your knee. That's one thing this year that I feel like I wanna even improve on is like more perfect form so I don't have to use so much weight, you know? Like you and I talked about, it's like longevity in this is important. And as much as it's fun to lift stupid heavy shit,
Yeah.
they do not care if you lift 20-pound dumbbells or 200-pound dumbbells on stage. And also you don't get on a scale. So
Yeah.
like,
You also build the muscle you're intending to build. How many times are you doing some movement where a lot of your core or something is taking
Yeah,
on
I mean, that's-
some of the extra weight? And
that's
all
this,
you want to do
bro.
is grow your fucking quads or just your back.
about leg press of just like, when you're just like dropping the weight on you and like kicking it off you, it's like you're using everything.
Yeah.
And also you're not controlling your breathing. Like all those things are important. You know? I feel like one thing about not having to do cardio and stuff that I've been able to do is because I know how to control my breathing here. So I'm good at getting my heart rate down.
Yeah.
Focusing on pushing it up and then getting it down quickly. Good shit. Whew. Fuck. I did 10 second rest, 8, 10 second rest, 6, 10 second. I've only seen about 10 million videos of you on this one.
I didn't do it for like a full year.
This is my favorite hack squat. Just how steep it is, you don't need a shitload of weight.
I fucked myself yesterday. My stomach, you ever get so full where you can't breathe into your diaphragm? And then breathing into my neck, and my neck gets even more fucked.
Something about being dehydrated and like how that affects the traps in the neck, dude. It takes me like 2-3 weeks to like feel
Not be in
normal.
pain, yeah.
I'm just now starting to get to that point, I feel like, where I'm like not so tight that I'm like this walking around.
Your jaw, like.
Literally, dude.
Your quads cooked?
I'm getting there.
The first warm up after the first press movement, you're like, I can't do this. And then you're like, all right.
Yeah.
There's just too much blood.
I kind of have to like mentally lock in on where I'm pushing through my quad because I have such good connection with my sweep that like I fried it over there. So
Yeah.
now if I try to push through my sweep here, I have like nothing. But if I switch and push through my teardrop, I actually still have a decent bit of strength.
In my off season, I was doing them from 10. Dude, you just like 10 second negative, 9 second negative for 10. Oh my God. And then when you get to the end, you just rep it
They
out.
all feel like they're 10 reps, 10 seconds.
Yeah. There's some things where you can build over time, but doing specific things at a young age, like proper form, building strength with good form and
Yes.
good eccentrics, and not just throwing weight around.
just
Doing that when you're young,
tossing it, yeah.
you like can't build that back when you're 30 and you're trying to build it. You can, but it's way fucking harder.
Dude, I was thinking about this, like the bamboo bars and stuff.
Yeah.
Like think about how quickly you adapt when you're like a teenager, like how fast you can get that down. Whereas like
yeah.
when you're 40 and your movement patterns are locked in and then you go to try to do it, you're like
Yeah.
fucking.
And mentally, you're like, well, I can bench fucking 3 plates.
Yeah.
But you do put a 25 on that thing and you
Dude.
shaking like a leaf. Trying to do it slow or was that fast?
Yep. No, that was fast. I was just trying to feel it first.
6. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Whatever you got now. Come on, push. Come on.
One more.
Come on, deep breath. Push, come on.
Got my neck like a motherfucker.
Your neck?
Yeah, just squeezing.
I was watching you over there and here. You do exactly what I do. We both like.
Yes.
Why does my neck
it.
hurt?
You know what that is? We both lock our diaphragm. That's how we do it. You
Yeah.
lock your diaphragm like that.
Tight hip flexors?
Yeah,
You have
tight
hip flexors?
psoas.
Yeah, psoas, hip
And then-
flexor, everything's just like.
And so then you lock your diaphragm.
And then your neck needs to bounce back up.
2. Yep. 4, 3, 2. Yep. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yep. 3, 2, 1. Yep. Yep. Beautiful. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Good. Good shit. You gonna do a single leg press or you wanna just do another leg press?
I've been doing the single leg on the Cybex linear one. I love
You
it.
run that, yeah? I love that. The Cybex is one of my favorite leg presses. You good here then, right?
Yeah. You can probably do 3 unless you want to warm up, but I'm pretty.
You can go. Ooh.
Come on, deep breath. Push, come on.
Good, Chris. Good.
Do what? 21 guns?
Yeah, essentially.
The fuck is that?
So like, you know how in bicep curls?
Oh, 777?
Yeah, but do it with single leg. Just do each arm.
Sure.
Each leg.
Bottom half, top half full.
Yep.
Those are some big ass fucking quarter reps.
Sheesh.
Each rep, I was like, is that a full? Is that a half? You want to do one leg each or go?
Yeah, we
full?
can do that if you want to. You got like 10,000 messages that are like, what are you doing now that you're retired?
Everyone's like, what are you eating? What are you doing? You must be enjoying all the downtime. I'm like, it's fucking been the opposite. I'm trying to get back on diet.
You're like,
I'm
actually,
busier
Marty
than fucking ever.
talked me into doing something stupid, so.
Literally.
When they cut this one,
Fucking hell of a scar for
yeah, you can see they cut
femur.
the actual quad muscle right there and then just like stapled it back together. They had no fucking clue what they were doing. Middle of nowhere, Wyoming hospital.
But it's not like this guy's gonna be Mr. Olympia or something. Just cut his leg open.
This break was so bad. So the doctor like literally told my mom like, I don't know if we can fix it, but we can try. It took me an entire year to walk. So I went from like,
You were in grade 2?
it was like I think second or third grade. Well, I was like 2-3 months of bed rest, and I was in a wheelchair, and I was on fucking a walker, like a grandpa, tennis balls on it and everything. Then crutches, then like a walking cast. Then I finally, like, it was like 11 or something months, and I
crazy.
finally walked on my own. Like about this thing, bro, is that you can't adjust the foot thing. This thing's probably perfect for you because you have long ass fucking legs.
Yeah. I could use a little bit more of a stretch, but the length is good.
So Chris, was 6 your favorite title?
It's up there.
Like Jay's favorite was 09 when he won it back.
His comeback?
But yeah, so like his favorite was 09. So I didn't know if the last one was your favorite or like
Pretty
maybe
close.
the one that you overcame the most, like 18.
18 was the most memorable year for me for growth, but like I lost that year. But it was still like one of
It was
the
the
most...
last year that you lost, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But probably 2020, the second year I won, or this year were my favorite. 2019 was the year where I was like, before that with Danny Hester and
Yeah.
Breon, it was a
Yeah.
different look. And like
Yeah.
Breon
You were
could've
just a
beat me
completely different.
If Breon beat me, no one would have said a thing.
Yeah.
It was kind of like, who knows?
Yeah, it was a changing of the guards type
And
of.
then 2020 came along and people were like, Breon's gonna take it back. Like,
Yeah.
Chris shouldn't have won last year. And then they were like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Never mind, it's a new
2020
game.
was sick.
2020 was like, I
Because
shut
there was
the
a lot
door.
of improvement from
Yeah.
19 as well.
And it was
That's
that
when
year
your
where-
back really, like that's when you made that jump. The back.
I built my back.
Yeah, yeah.
8 or 10 pound weight increase to classic that year.
Oh,
So I
yeah,
put
yeah,
on
yeah,
like
yeah,
6
yeah.
pounds and
I
just
mean,
fucking.
obviously that's a huge. That'll make anyone look better if it's done
Most
right.
22-year-olds will.
Yeah, yeah. You're just the dad.
I always found that concept so hilarious where people are like, you're so nice, you're so humble, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm actually just a normal person
you're like-
who achieves a level of status that you think is important that is also normal. So those combined is different, but I'm just a normal person.
When people are always like, you're so chill or like, you're so cool or whatever, like that's my first thought too is like, I'm a fucking meathead just like you. I just would like, my genetics made me really elite at this and I like took it very seriously.
Yeah.
But like besides that, you and I are very much the same. You're gonna break the fucking internet, dog. I'm excited to see what the response will be. Now, dude, every page is about to compare pictures of you and I now.
Yeah. They'll definitely.
I think people will really like lean into it because of the, like, you and I both pulling vacuums and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, people are gonna be like, oh, like, this is gonna be so cool. Like, do you wanna do a little hamstring curl?
Do little calves with it.
Yeah. Shit, I need to follow your calf routine. You got better calves than me.
I don't know about that.
Well, these are purely from just walking.
Well, then you have better calves than me. Because if I don't train mine for 6 months, they're fucking twigs.
Really?
They grow when I train them, but they shrink like immediately.
Damn. It's like the 3 things that I'm horrible at in bodybuilding: calves, drinking water, and doing my shots.
You leave some room for improvement.
They're like saying like, I got my plane ticket to Prague, or like, I got my train ticket to Prague. It's only $50 from Berlin to take the train, and like.
So people are getting swarmed outside the fucking building.
Oh, 100%, dude. Honestly, it's gonna be one of the coolest. I was on the phone with my dad yesterday, and my dad was like, honestly, like, this is gonna be one of those times that you guys like look back on, and like, that was one of the coolest things we did, was like put on a mini Olympia in a different country.
Those stories when, like, back in the day, like the Iron Man.
Yeah.
Like they used to travel around, and people always talk about how sick those shows were. This will be like one of those like stories.
When Chris come here, saw that I was doing Prague, he like sent me a message and was like, man, like, I commend you for this. Like, you don't know how much money this is gonna make you. And I was like, dude, I watched you guys like as a kid. I loved watching you guys and like all the old videos of you guys going to do the Iron Man.
Yeah.
The coolest lighting ever was the UK show with Flex Wheeler that time in like '99 or whatever, dude. That was the sickest look ever. So like,
Just
I remember,
black background,
dude, I remember like all
spotlight.
of those. And then FIBO, they would always guest pose and look fucking insane at FIBO, which FIBO's bringing the Open this year.
Are they?
Yes. This is the one year that I need to do this. Like, I need to put my name in every judge's head so that when we get there next year, they're like, you know who looked fucking sick all year? Marty.
It's the year to do it because you know you can do this and still be, or if not top 4 or better next year.
Right.
But then if you come second,
And
you're like,
then-
okay, now I gotta shut down.
Yeah, I can have the whole year.
Yeah.
Or just pick something one in the middle of the year, but like, exactly.
Enough time to properly
Exactly
progress.
what I want to do. And then I've made so much progress this year without taking a break. I know that when I do finally take a good break, it will be like a drastic difference, you know? So with my blood work and stuff, like, he was like, dude, this is like, he's like, I've never had an athlete that's gone this long of a prep continuously, and every time post-show you send me your blood work and it's like, doesn't even look like you're
It's
prepped.
fine, yeah.
I like how Chris is Mr. Olympia, and he's walking around with a fucking hole in his sock.
I
Shit.
can't afford new socks.
Bum nutrition can't give you a new set of socks?
No.
They're on a budget?
Times are tough. We're wearing the same socks for 2 years. You can jump.
Yeah, I can see it. Oh, shit. You good?
That hit me like a bullet.
Damn it, bro. You good?
That hit me like a literal bullet.
We're gonna really retire him, fucking put him out of commission.
The beauty of being retired now is I've thought of so many times of injuring myself training, and I'm like, wait, I'll just retire.
Take a break. I'll just actually take a break.
That hit me right in the nerve in the back of the knee and just shot my leg out from underneath me.
A few people have like started making hints at it now, you know, because you made the
Like guessing?
and shit, and people were like, is he gonna do Romania? Is he gonna do Prague? Blah, blah, blah. And then like a few people were messaging me like, what if you go against Chris? And I'm like, yeah, what if? 1, we're boys. 2, I get to say I got on stage with him in the Open when no one else is gonna get to say that.
Yeah.
And like, it's all a win for me, bro. I mean, but the thing is, bro, is like, when you said you would do it if I did it, I told Coach then, I'm like, we're doing Prague because I'm gonna convince Chris we're gonna do an Open show together. Like, I was like, I told Brett that day, I was like, I'm gonna convince him. Why?
It's happening. I'd convince myself.
I knew you were like 70% in that day. And I was like, it's not gonna take much.
Even the whole time going into the Olympia, In my mind, I wasn't like, all right, you only need to diet for 1 more week for the rest of your life. I was like, it's probably 5 more weeks.
A leg session with the champ himself. Awesome workout, getting back into the full swing of things, really pushing things here. Not back to 100% Marty going balls to the walls and chasing those failure reps. Chris is doing Prague with me in the open. This is a monumental moment in bodybuilding. Not only is Chris the greatest classic physique champion we've ever had, but he's one of the greatest ambassadors to the sports scene. This will be really cool to see him make that jump, get on stage with us big boys, and really put on a show for the world to see. This is something everybody's wanted to see, myself included. Something that I feel like I had a little part in, at least, if nothing else. I've been behind the scenes here, twisting Chris's arm left and right, trying to really make him do this with me. He told me about 4 or 5 weeks out from the Olympia that he would do it if I did it. I signed up before the Olympia even happened to make sure that we would make this happen and get an awesome show for you guys. There's some other people that I don't know when they're going to announce it, but when they do, this is going to be a show probably of the decade. This is going to be a big one. Yeah, so you guys get to see Chris and I, you know, in our relationship as friends, but also I respect Chris a lot. You guys have seen in some of the other videos. I looked up to Chris a lot as an amateur bodybuilder. He was kind of my favorite physique, if you will. And then as I've transitioned into the open here, I've really tried to continue to keep that classic look and really bring that to the open. For me to get the opportunity to stand with not only one of my favorite bodybuilders coming up, but also somebody that is such a great ambassador for the sport. And honestly, somebody that's at the level of which Arnold is in bodybuilding, if you will. I think this is just the beginning of seeing some big things happen. So I know you guys don't get to see the Olympia. It's been here in America for quite some time now. Even then, the Arnold UK and those things, it's just not quite the same. So to bring you somebody like Chris's physique, bring you a physique like mine that's top 5 in the world, and a few other guys that, like I said, I'm not gonna spill the beans for them, but when they do, you guys are gonna get to see some really amazing physiques and all just get to be a part of history. I honestly couldn't be more excited. You know, I'm gonna talk my little bit of shit now, but Chris, you know, he's a great bodybuilder. He's one of the best we've ever seen, but Open's a different game, and it'll be cool to see him compared to us, especially with my classic look, if you will, and being able to still pull the vacuum and stuff. Thank you guys for supporting me and making me be able to do this, as well as be able to bring you guys cool content like this. Like, subscribe, share, do all the fun YouTube stuff that we have always done and help us grow this thing so that we can keep sharing and doing this fun stuff. But until next time, peace.